The power structure is like a pizza. The crust around the edge is the common people and the main power is at the center of this pizza. What they do is have one slice fighting with the next slice over, crust versus crust, but what never happens is for the crust to look towards the center, the upper echelon of the group they belong to. That would be unthinkable. Each slice is a particular segment of society, such as Democrat and Republican, the academic community and the religious community, etc. Now think of this structure as a sphere and each slice as a pyramid. The main power is at the center of this sphere and they keep everyone around the outside, the commoners, fighting around the outside as a distraction while the real treason is happening near the center. The power at the top of the pyramid can be thought of as a king. The king may or may not have a favorite son which would affect the next layer down, but once you go down a few more layers it would no longer matter. In fact, a few layers down, it doesn't matter who is in that position, what they do or do not believe, who they are in league with, or whether or not they have a good relationship with the king. The system is tuned or designed to create behaviors through self-organization, and the system creates the agent in any particular position and it doesn't matter who they are. The system will shape the outcome. We live in the king's world whether you consent or not. The kingdom of this world is what it is and it has always been that way. If you belong to this kingdom you are inside of the system. You can't fix the system from inside of the system. The only way to fix it is to be at least one layer above the top. The kingdom of heaven is above the kingdom of this world. If you are about the business of the king of heaven, you may still be in this system but you will belong to the kingdom of heaven and it will not matter who the president is or whether the Republicans or Democrats are in power. And by the way, both are a part of the world system and are shaped by the self-organization built into the system. It is just like the king's sons fighting for the favor of the king. The next king will be just like the current king. Anyone that tells you that the system is being cleaned up is delusional. They don't have permission from the king or the influence to pull it off. Self-organization causes a constraint on the possibilities. There is always many more ways to behave unethically than ethically. Evil is not constrained by ethics and the advantage goes to those that are not burdened by morality, at least in this world. Cleaning up the system will only happen when God intervenes.